What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion that we do every day. My apology, I'm a bit late today, but I still on the desk due to some unavoidable things but anyway, I was missing you. I came back. And now let's look at the market. Now before I begin this live session, guys, make sure that you give a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button. Let's see what's happening in the market. As you know that there are 2-3 high impact news coming up today. The market is, as you know, that extremely volatile, and we see that gold is showing some bearish movement in the market. So as soon as we will find suitable entry opportunity, I'm just waiting to enter on gold as well. I'll look at one of them, all of them one by one. First, let me look at the chat, guys. Hopefully that you're still here. Thank you very much for that, for being so kind and patient with me. Thank you. Good morning. God bless you. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning, coach. Hi, coach. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Hi. Good morning, coach. Pradhan Kumar, thank you for your donation. Highly appreciated for contributing this live session. It's really worth. Thank you very much. So let's look at first of all what's happening in the market, and let's first jump onto gold market. If you look at the daily chart, what I see that on the daily perspective, as you can see, as expected, yesterday gold has dropped to a daily level. Now this is the daily level that we see that gold has come back to. This is the daily level of support zone, which is previous resistance turned support here, and from that level what happened is that gold has dropped. So what we could see that after this drop, gold created a little bit of retracement early today. Now if I look at this one here, what we see that gold, in fact, this is the previous support zone here, okay, which is turned resistance, and this is the current 4-hour candle, which is closing after an hour from this time. What I think that if we see significant drop further, then we can expect to go bearish. Now with that, you see that back-to-back 2 dojis on the 4-hour time frame. Gold has created this impulse and then this correction, and there is another impulse and a correction. Now we can expect another impulse. I think that gold, as I mentioned yesterday, we could see that gold in fact has broken this level of support here, and then from there we might see a bullish move. But locally we see that in fact gold now showing some bearish price action. Now after this daily strong rejection to the downside, we can expect on gold to continue to drop. I think that highly likely that gold will come back to this daily 20 EMA, and from that zone we could potentially see a movement to the upside. Thank you very much. Hi sir, suggest me euro dollar direction. I will look at it. Is video open? I didn't see anything. Thank you very much. Hi, good afternoon, close. Thank you. Waiting, no problems. Lovely. Good morning, sir. Thank you, Haider, for waiting. My apology for delay today this session. Good morning family. No problems. Good morning, coach and all. Thank you, Mila. Good morning. Jaisi, good morning, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, sir. Please, NZDCHF, I'll look at it. Good evening, coach. No problems. Thank you very much for all of you for being here in this live session. So we discuss about gold. We'll come back again. In the meantime, as you know that if we look at the news calendar, there is an important news coming up later today. If you look at the Forex Factory, this is the calendar, Forex Factory calendar. And with that Forex Factory, what we see that GBP news is coming later today. At 6 p.m. one, and the other one is 10 p.m. So back to back 2 GBP news is coming, and later in the night coming USD news. So it's a pretty volatile day today. and we have to look at all of them one by one. So GBPUSD could be a very interesting pair to look at today. If we see that GBPUSD, looking at daily, guys, you can see that yesterday GBPUSD created this daily doji. What I think that slowly this market also will decelerate to the downside. The reason is you can see that GBPUSD in an uptrending market previously, starting from here, this is the impulse correction. So it is moving, creating series of higher high and higher low. If I look at the intraday time frame on the 4-hour, we see that in GBPUSD in fact moving in a sideways currently. Now if I see this market, what we see that in fact the price, this is the resistance zone here on GBPUSD, and with that resistance the price it's moving in that resistance but creating series of lower high. You see there is one high here and there is one high here, and now it's just slowly creating lower high. What I think at some point we could see some drop. And to me, what if we look at the daily price action, we see that in GBPUSD, as you can see, this is the impulse that couldn't break the high. So normally in a trending market, what we can expect that the price to create this impulse and the correction, and it is in another impulsive phase, right? But it failed to create new higher high. So that means that to gain momentum so that it can break this high, okay, we could potentially see further drop at least to this daily 20 period moving average. So with that daily 20 EMA, what we could see that GBPUSD from this 20 EMA, we could see a rise up. So for the time being, we can expect GBPUSD to continue to drop. So let's see what happened. Now if we look at intraday perspective, what I'm expecting on GBPUSD to give us a potential movement to the downside. Let's see what happened. This is the current price action on the 4-hour, as you can see, which is forming a doji. And okay, so we see that the price was creating series of lower high. So yeah, we can expect now GBPUSD to continue to drop, but for shorting we just need a little bit better price action. Let's see what happened. As you have seen that the price normally currently in a sideways, so when there is a sideways, always to wait a little bit to create a clear price action, because when the market in a sideways, basically the big boy is gathering liquidity for moving the price, and when the price in a narrow range in a sideways, always better to stay calm and to wait for the next trading opportunity. So looking at here on GJ, in the same way, we see that GJ is a little bit of different way. As you can see, this is the GBP/JPY daily chart. There has been an impulse. The price has broken all this resistance level. I think that with the GBP/JPY, GJ also we might see little bit of movement to the downside. If you closely look at, you can see that GBP/JPY has broken out of this resistance level. Now little bit created an overextended. Though it is in an uptrend, I think that we could see movement on this one as well, because this is the weekly candle which already has broken all this weekly resistance level, created now an overextended market. I don't think that this price will be able to go much further. Instead, we could potentially see that GBP/JPY is coming back down. So with that in mind, let's see what happened, and from that level we can expect GBP/JPY to have a drop. But for in terms of GBP/JPY, I would prefer to short GBPUSD when we will find entry, because GBP/JPY in fact is in a bullish move. So let me look at the chat, guys. Thank you very much for being patient and being with Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Dollar Yen, thank you very much. Good morning, sir. Thank you. Madami, hi from Malaysia. Thank you, Madami. Hi, Euro dollar. So we'll look at it. Bows, good morning. All US30 and gold trend today. Absolutely. So Aussie Yen and AUD and ZD. I'll look at it. So let's look at first of all, first one first. Dollar Yen. Okay, looking at Dollar Yen, which is in fact a good pair to look at. So looking at Dollar Yen, first of all, looking at the daily perspective, monthly, what do you see that on the monthly perspective? Okay, so the way the Dollar Yen price is forming, guys, what I see Dollar Yen, there is a very good place coming for Dollar Yen to open a sell position, I think, because as you can see, as soon as the market open, we have seen that primarily a strong rejection to the downside on monthly. And now what we see, the Dollar Yen price is approaching this monthly level of resistance. If you closely look at, we see that there is an wickless candle on Dollar Yen on the monthly. And what I think that Dollar Yen might touch this resistance level, create an overextended market, and then from that level we could see a rejection. Now looking at the weekly perspective, as you can see, this is the weekly chart where we have found this resistance, which is very nearing on the monthly. I think that the price will break this high, break this monthly resistance, will create an overextended to the upside, and then we will have another rejection to the downside. So in Dollar Yen, I will be waiting for a short setup. Now, if you closely look at, you see that the one that we are expecting, this is the monthly resistance, which is coming up for on the daily also as a resistance. And you can see there's a daily 20 period moving average is coming up. What I think that if you closely look at, you see that this daily 20 EMA has not been tested for an extended period of time in Dollar Yen, giving us a potential opportunity for trading. So what I would say that highly likely Dollar Yen will break this monthly resistance, this monthly 20 EMA, and from that level we could potentially see that Dollar Yen has a rejection. So if we look at this daily chart, what we see that on the daily perspective, Dollar Yen to test this daily 20 EMA and then we could find selling opportunity. So basically I will be waiting for potential. If we look at the 4 hour, okay, this is the zone that we might find potential trading opportunity in Dollar Yen. So let's see what happens if we see that Dollar Yen is going up in this zone, giving us a reversal pattern such as a double top or any kind of head and shoulder or any kind of price action in this zone on Dollar Yen, that giving us a confirmation for a bearish move, then we'll consider going short on Dollar Yen in this direction. So let's find out what happened, and from that zone we will be considering. And I think that daily 20 EMA will be a very, very high area of value. As you can see, after separation from it, long term this price action has not been tested this zone, and at the same time that zone is the zone where there is a long bearish engulfer in that area, so giving us a really good probability for shorting on Dollar Yen. Okay guys, thank you very much. Good morning sir, thank you. Good day sir, thank you. Pankaj, please check CAD-JPY. Absolutely. CPI gold, yeah sir. Aussie Yen, and yeah, morning boss. Aussie dollar, yeah, we'll look at it. So let's look at AUD USD. We see that AUD USD also, like all the pairs, moving little bit in a sideways. So basically, as you can see, if we closely look at from here, this is the daily chart. AUD USD has broken to the upside on the local trend. Now if we look at the weekly, what we see that on the weekly perspective, AUD USD, this is the weekly doji that has been formed on AUD USD. Now with that AUD USD, what we could potentially see if we look at the daily. So first looking at the monthly, this is the monthly chart. Now what we see that on the monthly perspective on AUD USD, the price has created this bullish engulfer, followed by, as soon as the market opened, what we have seen that the price primarily rejected to the downside. Now it is slowly pushing to the upside. So what I think on AUD USD, we might see further bullish move later, but for the time being we see a little bit of slower movement to the downside. Now if we look at the weekly, you can see after the previous week's doji, the price still failed to create a higher high. The price action is still to the downside. We might see some little bit of sideways movement like all the USD pairs. Now looking at daily, what I see that this is the daily chart. As you can see, the price is little bit in a sideways movement. So with the USD news release later today, we could potentially see that AUD USD is basically giving us a clear direction which way the market will be heading. Now if we look at the intraday perspective, this is the doji on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, now with that doji, okay, so if we look at this price action here, okay, so there is a doji here, you can see on the intraday on AUD USD, which already has broken out of this structure here, okay, and then has broken to the downside, followed by this correction. So with that correction, the price basically tested this support here, support here, support here, which is turning resistance here, and formed a doji. Okay, there is a doji here. So with that doji formation, what we see that in fact AUD USD, I think this could give us short-term shorting opportunity, though it is in a sideways movement. I think after this one we could see a little move to the downside. As on the daily, we see that this structure is slowly getting weaker and weaker. So the bulls getting little bit of weaker on the daily. So with that in mind, on the 4-hour, when we will see a high probability entry, we'll consider shorting AUD USD. Let's say I think it might come to this trend line here. Okay, AUD USD might come back to this trend line, which in fact a very good high probability trading opportunity. So let's see what happened, and then we'll jump onto this price action and then we'll trade. Thank you very much, guys. Make sure that give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel to find all the content that we are releasing every day. And also guys, if you want to join our academy to learn our strategies and also trade with us, you can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website. There's a discount going on. You will be trading with us, learning our strategies, and also you will be part of a great trading community where all the traders are incredible. And also this trading tool, this incredible indicator, you will be part of this as well. So this is our trend following strategy translated into a Pine script. You can use it either in TradingView or in MetaTrader 4. So let me look at now. So the link in the description area. Good morning, coach. No problems, sir. Aussie Yen and AUD NZD since are short. And okay, so first of all, let's look at AUD NZD. Now AUD NZD, what we see that, as you can see, first look at daily. As I mentioned, I always first look at the daily chart, and then slowly I look at other time frame to see in fact which way the market is heading or what it is creating. Now if we look at the daily time frame on AUD and ZD, first let's look at daily, as I mentioned. So what do we see? That AUD and ZD, primarily there is a strong drop followed by this correction. Now it is in another impulsive phase, but we see that the bears are not strong enough for this price to drop. So if we look at monthly, we see that on the monthly perspective, AUD and ZD a little bit of overextended. As you can see, there's a big drop happen, but still there is a probability for drop. As you can see, this is the narrow doji here, which is the previous resistance turning support here. So still we could see potential for drop on AUD and ZD. Now if I look at the weekly perspective, we see that there is a weekly doji. After this doji, after little retracement, we see the price is primarily has dropped, now retracing to the upside. Looking at daily, as we already have seen, now let's look at the 4 hour. What I think that, as you can see, AUD and ZD on the intraday, it was moving along this channel. Okay, this is the channel on AUD and ZD. Now from this channel, what we have seen that the price in fact went to this resistance level, and from this resistance now we can expect a rejection to the downside on AUD and ZD. So with that, what we can expect on AUD and ZD for the price to reach this level? What I think that, as you can see, this resistance that we have drawn, if it breaks all of them, probably we could, after rejection, we could find another selling opportunity. I always try to trade with the trend. Okay, so that's my first priority, trading with the trend. So looking at Aussie Yen, let's look at Aussie Yen. As you can see, first of all, looking at daily, we see that Aussie Yen gone completely to the upside. Okay, on the daily, this is a big move happen. So this daily move is now an overextended move. So when the market moves in an overextended area, anytime we could find a strong rejection. Aussie Yen is still highly bearish. Now if you look at the weekly, we see that the market already on the weekly, it became an overextended market. Now the price has, after coming back down here from this support, it has gone up aggressively. Now looking at the monthly perspective, what we see that Aussie Yen on the monthly time frame as well, we see that the price from this support has gone to the upside. Now what I think, there is a one probability when the price does like that, we might see the price has again go to this monthly level of resistance, and then from that level we could see that the price has come back down. Now if we look at the weekly perspective, we see that on the weekly time frame, Aussie Yen has created this narrow doji. Now with that narrow doji, we see the previous week there is a weekly candle on the in this price action. So what we can expect on Aussie Yen for the price to give us, because it's an overextended, give us a potential bearish setup. Now looking at the daily, if you look at daily price action, this is now a fully overextended on the daily, has broken 61.8% Fibonacci level. After this impulse, it is now overextended to the upside. Now if we look at the intraday perspective on the 4-hour time frame, what I think that this price might be now coming to this resistance level. Okay, so with that resistance, as you can see, Aussie Yen created, it has gone completely opposite direction of quite a few, that you see there is one here. This is a complete false breakout, but the price moved the other way. So it is basically gaining a lot of liquidity, has broken all this level. Now even it might come back to this. This is the 4-hour chart. You see this green doji, green candle. This is the support here. Okay, it's the support here. With that support, we see that we could see the price has gone up, testing this resistance and then coming back down from here. So with that in mind, what we can expect on Aussie Yen to test this resistance, and then from this resistance to continue to drop. But to continue to drop from this resistance, what we need a suitable entry opportunity. As you can see, Aussie Yen already has created a local market structure. This is the local market structure on Aussie Yen, and from that local market structure, the price is, you can see that moving along this channel, is still inside this channel, and there is still probability for Aussie Yen to go up. So in what situation we can sell? What I'm expecting on Aussie Yen to have a break to the upside. Okay, to have a break to the upside, and then from this zone that where we are expecting, this is the monthly resistance level, this is intraday support turning resistance, and from that zone we can expect the price to go ahead and test this level and then to break down from this channel. Now this is the best ever trading system that I use for high probability trade setup, is wait for a local structure to break. I'll create a separate YouTube video for you guys so that you can understand more on this. Wait for a local structure to be broken and merge with the global market structure. Now global market structure on Aussie Yen is bearish right now. Local market structure on Aussie Yen is what we see that it is in fact a bullish market structure. So what we need, the price to go ahead and test this level and break down from this local market structure to the global market structure, merging with the downtrend, and then to continue to drop. So that's how we can find suitable entry opportunity. But for the time being, locally it is still bullish. As you can see, the price, this is the current 4-hour candle, has broken out of this very important level, and from this zone we could see short-term bullish move, as I mentioned, but long-term bearish, because I always try to trade with the long-term trend. So with that in mind, I'll be waiting further movement on this one. Unless I see a very lucrative price action, then we can go long for the short term. But for the time being, I'll wait for the price to go ahead and break out from this level and then to continue to drop. So let's see what happened. Good morning, thank you very much. Mansuki Cat CHF, it's okay, and Gold App Place Coach, thank you very much. Rajib, yesterday and Yen made me feel sad. Rajib, that's okay. Rajib, don't be sad, that's fine. Trading is like that. There will be some good trade, some bad trade, and take it as a total package. Then it will be much easier. Just be patient, and I'm sure that you guys will have some very good trades very soon. So just be patient with this is the most important thing that you need to understand, is being patient. Now the key aspect of trading is patience. Okay, patience is the key in trading. If I look at total market structure on euro dollar, let's look at euro dollar. Looking at the monthly, what I see that on the monthly perspective on euro dollar, after the previous monthly bullish candle this month, the price has created another bullish candle. So this month the price is still a little bit of slow, but as the news is coming, we could see some good movement in the market. As there is GBP news today, and USD news coming up. So if I look at the monthly, what I see that euro dollar primarily has created a movement to the upside and then primarily retreat, but the price action is still bullish. Looking at weekly, this is the weekly price action. As you can see, there is a doji, and after the doji on euro dollar this week we have seen primarily a rejection to the, like a movement to the upside in the direction of the trend. What I think, guys, this is the weekly candle, right? If you look at the previous weekly doji, what I see that the previous weekly price action, this doji, the price still didn't retrace to this half of this doji, and what I think that the price might come back down here to this support, and from this level we can expect a bullish move. Now looking at the daily, what we see that on the daily perspective on euro dollar, on the daily you can see there is a lower high has been created on euro dollar. With that lower high, euro dollar, the price couldn't break the resistance. Instead, what we see that it is forming series of lower high. I think we should see a drop on euro dollar as well. The reason is when you see a trending market created an impulse, okay, and then correction, and in another impulse the price couldn't break this resistance. Instead, what we see that euro dollar we can expect further drop to this 20 EM. And if we look at 4 hour, okay, let's say the daily 20 EMA, this is the zone. Now on the 4 hour, that could be a good move. If we look at, let's delete this one. Now if we see that the price is coming back to this daily 20 EMA, okay, which is high probability because it needs now liquidity for breaking to the upside. In that case, okay, what we can expect for the price to continue to drop. So this is the euro dollar. As you can see on the intraday, it is forming a bearish engulfer, okay. Now with that bearish candle, let's see what happened. We need to see this local structure to be broken, guys. You know that I'm always stay very cautious when I see the prices consolidating or I'm trading against the trend. You remember this euro dollar trades that last week we took back to back two in a flash. We secured those trades because they are in the direction of the major trend with a strong price action. So to find a high probability trade, you just need a little bit of patience, which is very important. Key aspect of trading is patience. When you are patient, you can find the best trading possible. See, many of us, we think that, I also thought when I started trading is that, okay, having a good strategy is only the way that we can make money from the market. Strategy will give you 50% strength in your trading, but the rest of the 50% you need to bring from your trading psychology. Keep in mind that strategy can be taught, but trading psychology cannot be taught. You need to attain it. That is why I can give you the best strategy, but I cannot develop your trading psychology unless you are willing to do that. This is why so many traders fail in trading. The reason is only because of trading psychology, not because of strategy. We have incredible, the best strategy you will ever find in the market. You can learn them. That's why I'm telling you, you can join us to learn the best trading strategy. And we do have trading psychology. A lot of lessons will really help you. And also stick to this channel every day in this live session. we discuss a lot of things that will create a nice looking trading psychology inside your trading psychology to develop. You first thing is willingness, okay, because anything in our psychology is basically is willingness to take what is good for you. So what do I mean by this? Let's say if I say this trading is all about patience, then you need to think about it. What does it mean by all about patience? Then you need to watch out your patience level. If you see that your patience level is still not up to the mark, or you still not feeling like you are patient enough in your trading, then I'll say that work on it. Because individually, if any one of you guys, don't hesitate to contact me personally, even not from VIP. From VIP, of course, everyone I'm very closely connected. Even if you are not in VIP, if you are from YouTube, if you think that you have something to tell me, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Maybe immediately I may not be able to, but I will try to respond. If you have any specific things that you want to improve in your trading psychology or anything, no problem, I'm always here. This is my passion, so don't worry about anything at all. So let's find out what happened and then we'll jump on it. Hi coach, euro dollar, what is your thought? So euro dollar, what I think that slowly it is moving in a sideway. I think we should see some drop on euro dollar. Okay, the way the price action forming series of lower high, I think will drop, but guessing is not at all a good idea. I need to see my rules of the trade is being satisfied, guys. That's what I was talking about just 2 minutes ago. Knowing the rules of the rules is the strategy, but keeping yourself disciplined to obey the rules is the psychology. You see the difference? So you know the law, but you need to obey the law. Okay, so knowing the law is knowing the strategy. Obey the law is the psychology. So now you need to ask yourself, am I obeying the law, or am I obeying the rules of the strategies? That is what the trading psychology is. Okay, thank you very much, Rajib. You are a great man. Everyone in this channel is great trader. I know that. Okay, just keep faith on yourself. When you press button, remember me, what coach says, did I manage the risk? No matter how many losing trade you had, no matter how much you lost, if you can control your finger when pressing the button, that will not take you big risk. I can guarantee you that you are a profitable trader. Okay, just it takes time. That's it. See, anything, just trust on this word. Anything you affirm and hold on to will come to you. Now if you assure either or not, if you affirm yourself that I'm a profitable trader regardless of everything, okay, now you hold on to it, you become a profitable trader. How does it work? This is how our everything, the universe, this is how operate. You might say, then I tell every day, but why I'm not becoming a profitable trader? The reason is it takes time. If you want to print a paper, it takes at least 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Nature is a bit slow, but we have to adapt with that. Okay, but it will come, no doubt. So that is why I'm saying that assure that you hold on to it. First thing, make sure that you are controlled enough when pressing the button. If you are not controlled enough, just remember this word, remember your coach. Then coach said that don't take more than 1% risk, and you'll see that it becomes easy. Because this is where the following comes. Why do we follow? You know that? Why do you follow certain people? Because we want to get that man or woman or anyone, even a god or universe or whatever you are following is your ideal. So when you truly love, so how does this happen? See, according to research, it is seen that every children try to fulfill the inner intention of their parents. Okay, so that means that is what you might say. Then why many children not doing well in the world is because their parents need to want it, because children unconditionally love their parents, right? When parents put an expectation on their children, for example, a father or mother internally want their children to become something big or that much, then the children fulfill that demand unconsciously. Now you might say, okay, then why there's so many children is not doing well at school or in their career is because the parents doesn't want it to happen. It's very, very cruel truth. You might not believable. It's because of the social conditioning. We fear a lot of things. Let's say a parent feel like that, okay, I want my children to become a big singer. Okay, now when they think that way, then there's a lot of anxiety come in the mind and they start to fear, and children understand it. Okay, and then they put barrier on the children unconsciously. But those parents are brave enough to think for their children, to tell that, okay, you become this, the children will become, because they unconditionally love their parents. So when you follow someone, truly you love or follow, then what will happen? You will fulfill this. That's why God comes in place in many, many religion, many culture from there, because God is an ideal, right? And when you love God, then what do? You try to fulfill the inner intention of the God. What God wants, you want to do that. And that's because you love God. So in the similar way, when you love any human or your children or your parents, then you start to fulfill their inner intention. So that is why I'm saying that I know that you guys here in this platform trying to become putting a good effort as a trader, then put your intention on managing the risk. I'm sure that you are a profitable trader. Did you manage to catch the US30 by yesterday London session? And I will look at it. Which chart should we trade? 15 minutes. Good morning, coach. Is it advisable to open different? We'll look at it. Good morning, coach. Kindly look at Gbpusd. No problems. Thank you. Toxeni. Very well. Thank you very much, Shadi. Sir, can you do weekly videos on your session for entry for that week? Yeah, absolutely. We'll do it. Good night, coach from Chicago. Happy trading, coach. What pairs are you focusing today, coach? Yeah, we are just going through all of them, overview, and then because the market a little bit in a sideway. Okay, we see that on GBP and USD. I think that GBP USD could give a good trading opportunity. The market, you see that a little bit of choppy. If you go to the 1 hour, you see GBP USD a completely narrow range. So this is the language of the market. The market needs to be like this to have a breakout. So we need to wait for it, be patient a little bit. We see that the market is choppy, the news is coming, important news coming up. So what we see that GBP USD, I think in a sideways, so we could see, yeah, I think we see that GBP USD in a sideways, and the most of the pairs. Okay. Okay, one pair I see, this dollar CAD, but which is, let me look at the daily. So you see that the price action a little bit of sideways. In dollar CAD also you see the price is creating series of lower high here. Okay, so on the 4-hour, what we see that this candle is forming a bearish engulfer. You see there is a double top on dollar CAD. Okay, with that double top the price has broken down. Now the price has gone up to this resistance level and then closing as a bearish engulfer. So yeah, this one is also not so much impressive for shorting. There is this candle currently creating a bearish price action, but still not that much impressive for selling, because dollar CAD, as you can see, it is a bull market. Okay, so with that bull market, what we can expect dollar CAD to have rejection. So let's see what happened. Okay, so yeah, let's see what happened. Okay, I see that, guys, AUD CAD. Let me look at if we have the weekly, monthly. Weekly. It's the daily chart. Okay. Okay, guys, so we might find a trade on a UD CAD. A little bit of so let's say if this current candle, this current doji, okay, this one is closing as a doji here, narrow doji, from with a tight stop loss above this high, we could see a trade here. Okay, it needs a very tight stop loss, because the trade we might need to close at 9.9186. so let's say if we enter from here, it will be around 30 pip or 28 pip trade. But I think that if only this one closes as a narrow doji, okay, it might create a move from here. Okay, even we can extend, because this kind of price action moves in two ways. One is like going up again from here, one is to drop from here. So basically, to drop, to trade a little bit with a high probability, what I need that AUD CAD to form this doji here, okay, like that. Then we can expect for a potential bearish setup on a UD CAD. Looks like we see that there is a double top here, has broken down. The price has gone up. Now it is correcting. You see, this is the neckline of this double top neckline, this support here. So this is the support here, which is turning resistance here, and from that level we can expect, we can expect another drop. So for this, I need to see this one is closing as a very narrow doji, so that I can have a very tight stop loss. If I say that, let's say around 8-9 pips stop loss, and then 2 to 1, 2 to 3 to 1 risk to reward could be a trade after closing of this candle on a UD CAD. Okay guys, thank you very much. Barbara, I was bearish this morning, do you think? Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so hopefully that guys you are enjoying. Give a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet guys, and also don't miss out any opportunity. You can find a link in the description area. Go visit the website if you want to learn our strategy and also trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, and also have all the trading tools that we are using in our academy with our students. If you want to have that, then you can join the lifetime access plan. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me. Looking at GBP AUD, what we see that currently, let me look at GBP AUD. I think that GBP AUD is forming this current candle, forming a bearish price action. You see that, but it needs another effort to the upside to create double top, and then we could see a rejection. If I look at the weekly on GBP AUD, we see that after this previous weekly doji, the price primarily has shown a bullish move, monthly bullish move, bullish move, daily very long bullish move. So looking at the intraday perspective, yeah, so it's still not ready fully. Let me look at other pairs, because GBP news is coming, we might find some good trades on GBP. To me it looks like that GBP might get a little bit of weaker, okay, on the news. So with that news announcement, if we find suitable entry opportunity, definitely will go. I think that guys, GBP might be getting weaker later, so we might find some shorting opportunity in most of the GBP pairs. Let's see what happened. Okay guys, so with that in mind guys, I'm gonna end this live session for now, and we are coming up again, as you know, that the next one also very important in New York and London session, which is coming up in like a couple of hours later, and we'll cover all the USD news coming tonight, which is USD 3 very important news coming up. And in the London session also I'll be on trading. As soon as I will find any entry opportunity on GBP news afterwards or before, I will send it straight to the in our VIP Telegram channel. So if you are wanna be on that, you can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website and also join us to become a part of this great trading community. Thank you for your support. Give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Pankaj CAD JPY, I'll look at it and then we'll see CAD JPY. Okay, so looking at CAD JPY, okay, we see that CAD JPY has risen up. Looking at daily, okay, so this is currently showing some bullish move. CAD JPY has broken completely opposite direction of the trend. Okay, so CAD JPY, as you can see, it created this move to the upside. I think that this move is a fake move, and I normally love to trade this kind of move, because when you see a market like that, this is a downtrending market, right? The channel is creating series of lower high and lower low. This is a downtrending market. Now with the downtrend, what we can expect, this is the resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Okay, so with that price action, what we can expect on CAD JPY is for the price to go up and to create a false breakout, and then once it will change its trend to the downside, we will be entering sell position on CAD JPY. I think that if you look at weekly on CAD JPY, you see the price already has broken the previous weekly high. So this zone is a little bit of no man's area for CAD JPY. So once we will find that, we'll consider going short on CAD JPY. As soon as I will find that entry, I will keep that in my watch list. It's now breaking on the opposite direction of the trend. So with that said, I'm gonna end this session. Thank you very much. I'll see you very soon, and also don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and I really appreciate your support in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I'll be here all the time for you guys, so make sure you stick to the channel to review all the advantage, take all the content we are posting, and also join the free Telegram channel. You can find the link in the description area. Thank you.